Their acts were heroic and they saved lives. And to me, there's nothing more important that we can do to acknowledge and recognize our officers when they do incredible work. And this is truly incredible work.
The Shelby Township Police Department recently recognized and celebrated 2 of Shelby's finest for acts of heroism that saved lives.
Officer Gemara was in a restaurant called 900 Degrees with her fiance. They were having dinner in a crowded restaurant on a Friday night. A man in his 40s started to choke on a piece of steak. He was in a booth with several of his friends. They were all trying to aid him and help him, and nobody could. He started turning blue.
Though Officer Gemara cannot be identified due to her undercover training, there is no doubt this is the perfect example of the right place at the right time.
Officer Gemara raced over to the booth, pulled the man out of the booth, and started performing the Heimlich maneuver on him. After a few seconds, the steak was dislodged and flew out of his mouth, and he started breathing again on his own. The entire restaurant broke into applause, and she saved his life.
And she was not the only one to save a life, as Officer Weiss put some recent training into action while on duty.
I was on patrol in the area of Ryan and West Utica, and I got a dispatch call that a female was choking on her sandwich and needed help as her father could not perform the Heimlich maneuver. I activated my overhead emergency lights, made the address within 30 to 60 seconds.
She was in the area, she raced to the location, got there first, ran into the house, saw the 54-year-old choking, not able to breathe, blue in the face, waving for help.
As soon as I turned on my lights, I kind of had to tell myself, all right, it's go time, this is what I was trained to do, and someone's life is in my hands. So the adrenaline was kicking, I was ready to go, but I knew that I was trained properly and that I would be successful. Ran inside the house and I observed the female choking on her sandwich, and so I immediately told her to face the other way. I started to perform the Heimlich maneuver. She ended up getting some of it out. She took a sip of water, and then she ended up lodging more inside of her throat.
And Lauren again performed the Heimlich maneuver, and she threw up everything, started breathing again on her own, and saved her life. So we've had 2 life savings in about a 7 or 8 day period, and we're extremely proud of both officers.
A day on patrol is never routine, and even on a day off, an officer never knows what will be placed before them. Officers Gemara and Weiss have exemplified the preparedness, pride, and professionalism that are so important to the department.
Both officers are extremely aggressive. They want to be here. They're passionate, they're intelligent, they're soaking up everything and learning. They're true leaders already at a very young age. One has about 2.5 years on a job, the other about 1.5 years, and that's extremely inexperienced. However, our department is very young. We have a ton of young officers, and these 2 are definitely stars. They're shining right now.